Hi there, this is my walk around video of my 2005 Sl65 B-Turbo Roadster. It's a nice Sunday afternoon here in Memphis, Tennessee, albeit a little bit warm. It's about 95 degrees. So convertible time is definitely here, although I think it'll be a lot more fun in fall. As you can see, the exterior of the car is in pretty well impeccable condition. Paint surface has like amazing reflective properties about it, and for this being a 14-year-old car, well, it looks great. This particular R230 was approximately $220,000 new. Production run for this car was around 1,350 units for the United States between, I want to say, 05 to 08, and then they facelifted the car in 09. This car was modified by Speed Driven in Chicago, Illinois, and also by Eurocharged in Houston, Texas. I've owned many V12 Mercedes in my day. In fact, I've been buying them for 20 years, so I'm pretty familiar with them. I think the M275 is an amazing power plant, and from what I was told, it had the lowest incidence of internal warranty repair in Mercedes-Benz history as far as when they were in warranty in the dealership networks. So this car, just a cursory glance. So we've got a K&N filter, cold air intake setup, which alleviates the factory air filter systems. Prior owner also had Speed Driven install these larger intercooler boxes. There's a Mazir water pump hidden away under the front bumper, and that is transporting the coolant from the two turbos directly to a chilled refrigerator in the trunk. It's called a killer chiller. I'll take some pictures of it. I've owned this car since last December. It's been my daily driver. I very much enjoy it. I believe it to have nearly 1,000 horsepower. I can substantiate that with some dyno results. This car, just simply put, is a beast. It's fast enough to kill you. So whoever buys it, I hope they have some degree of restraint, because you'll need it. Let's start it up. It's got a nice low rumble to it. It's not obnoxiously loud. I'm going to give it a little blip of the throttle. So it's just a low rumble. It's not obnoxious. You're not going to upset your neighbors. The exhaust is very unrestrictive, if that's a word. It appears to be either 3.5 or 4 inches in diameter, and all of the exhaust has been wrapped with a heat protective wrap. Looks like a well done job. The ECU, to the best of my knowledge, has been flashed. I think the boost pressures have been increased. There's a Zytec wideband emulator under the hood, which leads me to believe that the O2 sensors are being tricked, or in other words, there are no O2 sensors. There's just an emulator emulating the signal. The car has been serviced by a franchise Mercedes-Benz dealership Tires appear to have recently been replaced all the way around. They're Coopers. Brakes are great, and I really have had zero issues with it. I just completed a synthetic oil change about 100 miles ago. Car has no check engine lights or any of that nonsense. I'm going to speculate that the prior owner spent somewhere in the ballpark of $25,000 on mods. The car has Euro-charged catless down tubes, and it has a stainless blow-off valve. I'm going to have to make a list. The mods are extensive. The hydraulic roof system has been overhauled by the Mercedes dealership recently in Jackson, Mississippi. I'm going to operate the top just so you can watch it. The main rams have been replaced. They are new Mercedes units. So as you can see, the hydraulic roof system works great. It does have the panoramic roof option. I think all the Sl65s had it. It's also had the ABC system completely, basically replaced at the dealer under warranty. The car had an extended warranty on it until recently. So I've just opened the cargo divider in the trunk, and this is the killer chiller. So this is a refrigerated chiller, utilizes the car's Freon system, and it's got an expansion valve in it, just like you would have inside your air conditioner in your car. And if you can look at this little fitting, you'll see it's sweating because, well, it's doing its job. This thing's cold. It's a neat setup. I think the theory behind it is it's supposed to dissipate the heat away from the turbos. So as you can see, it's a beautiful car. It's really sort of a wolf in sheep's clothing. Most people just look at this car and think, oh, it's a regular Sl500, which is slightly anemic, and yet this car is it's the fastest car I've ever owned, and I've owned 5,000 cars in 30 years of doing this. So can't comment any further than that. If I were a better driver, I would speculate that it's the fastest car in Memphis, but I'm not a race car driver. Anyway, I appreciate your time and looking at this, and if you have any questions for us or you want specific photographs, feel free to reach out. We'll be happy to provide additional videos or any photograph you'd like to see. I very much appreciate you wasting your 9 minutes with me. Have a great day, and you can call us anytime, 901-300-6850, with any and all questions.